Hello and welcome from richmindhypnosis.com, the latest catalogs of cutting-edge hypnotherapy. This is Jesse Berg, this session's hypnotist. And with some of these more new sessions, the introduction here is shorter. I just recommend that you do listen to the pre-talk that was sent to you, or contact us at administrator@richmindhypnosis.com to get it emailed to you again. This will go over some general understanding and preparation, so we do not need to spend too much time here, other than to get prepared and excited to very shortly experience some relaxing changes. The only thing I will suggest now is that you do open your mind and at least on some level now accept there is a possibility of change and allow some cooperation to surface in an honest effort to do your part to get results and some great relaxation at the same time. The first step now is to be in a quiet, comfortable place where you will not be disturbed for some time. Lay back, get ready to listen, and shortly after the first few words, you will be asked to close your eyes and relax. So, realize these are not to be listened to while driving an automobile. They do induce an eyes closed state of hypnosis. So go ahead and prepare your area, get comfortable, and your session will begin in a few moments. Remember, each listening is unique, and you will be able to remain alert enough to keep from sleeping, yet maintain a nice, relaxed state of mind. Thank you. Go ahead and just close your eyes and start to relax. As we begin, you can just remain as comfortable as possible for now, and be aware for a moment here the position of your body, where your arms are, where your feet are pointed, your breathing. And let that begin to take you a little more relaxed as we continue. You can also be aware of any sounds and silence around you that come and go, fade in and out, while slowly allowing all sounds to fade more and more into the distance. There really is something about going into a relaxed level of hypnosis at your own rate, gently yet effectively. It seems to meet you where you are right now, merging with every cell of your mind and body, and then taking you in and guiding you the rest of the way. Just like a leaf on the ground underneath a tree that at some point, to get where it is now, had to float from the top all the way down, further and further, with new scenery at each turn, until finally it landed softly where it lays now, in a relaxed position on the ground. And there is something certain about getting to the relaxed state of mind. just as the leaf was a part of the tree and always will be, but on some level, for a short time, still separate. Separate from tension, separate from stress, from negativity, and just in the same way, the leaf has its own way of communicating to the nature around it, that it's exactly where it belongs. Your mind communicates with your body. Now, to relax just a little more with each word, and let your body sleep and your mind relax, and yet stay just alert enough for the remainder to hear all of the words in this session. And while we continue, it is possible to become aware of your arms, how they feel now, and are beginning to feel more relaxed, while you may become aware of your shoulders and any tension that is beginning to drain, and then slowly, briefly focus on your face and how that feels, and indeed, even your facial muscles can relax now. Just before, becoming aware of your breathing, becoming more rhythmic, and right after noticing your legs, how they feel now, and anything is the right answer. And before moving on, how your legs will go ahead and just relax without any effort from you, while taking your attention for a moment to your feet and the relaxation, developing as they relax and fold out. And you can also become aware, maybe for the first time, of the space between your feet and a subtle connection between your feet within, side, the space, and breathing. Focus on your breathing as your automatic guide into an even further and deeper level of peace and quiet, as all and any remaining tensions make their way out of your mind and body. You can imagine, see, or pretend fairly well, and imagine yourself standing at the bottom of a stairwell. You stand peacefully at the bottom of this stairwell, relaxed, confident, safe, and secure. And look back up the stairwell, knowing at some point you had to come down the stairs. Starting at the top, you took a step down, beginning to notice a growing sense of well-being, tension-free, light, clarity, and then each of the next steps took you a little further down, another, and then another, until you reached the bottom and arrived at your destination, where you stand now. Letting each breath take you more relaxed. Letting each word take you into an awareness separate from tension, stress, and anything other than an always developing self-awareness, well-being, peaceful state of mind where you can just be. There is nothing else to do for now. So letting go, breathing and relaxing. Letting go, breathing and relaxing is what you can do until I finish speaking. Letting go, breathing and relaxing. Now, just before we begin the hypnosis session of choice, you can take your attention to your facial muscles and allow them to let go of any small amount of remaining tension. Take your attention to your shoulders and allow anything other than comfort to leave. And take your attention to your arms, just noticing as they enter into a sleep-like state for the remainder of the session. And go ahead and become aware of your legs, and they too let go of anything other than a peaceful relaxation. Remember a time from the past, near or far, and remember when you saw a friend, coworker, perhaps a family member, or even yourself, try so hard to get something they wanted. They wanted something so bad, tried, and everyone knew that the best thing to do was just keep trying. A deeper, inner part of you knew that something just didn't seem right. You saw something that seemed to be getting in the way, but couldn't put your finger on it. And then a moment came when that person almost gave up, taking a step back to reconsider the situation. And then almost instantly they got what they wanted. The almost desperate effort was released, and then everything was able to align and go where it needed to. It seems that they just needed to stand back for a second, let go, and receive what they wanted. Today, for the next few minutes that follow, you can, in some way, the same way, let go and let everything align in the best way possible. And now, enjoy your relaxation as we continue momentarily. We begin with this profound and constantly deepening relaxation that will eventually lead to a great night's sleep for you. And even more relieving is that this will create many more good night's sleep for you, because you are going to learn naturally just how easy it is to fall to sleep. When you see just what it was that was keeping you from sleeping good, You will never let it happen again. A good night's sleep means a clearer mind, more energy, more motivation to do all the things, and a healthy body. I'm sure as you listen, it is possible for you to remember and feel like what it is when you do get good sleep. For some reason, on a given night you are tired. You lay down. You fall to sleep without any thought.
Relax, relax.
Then you awake in the morning, feeling wonderful. You have slept enough, and this feeling is good, and you can now expect many more nights like this, starting tonight. And as we begin, I can tell you of a time when a sleep expert told me, learn to relax and quiet your mind. Then you will notice how you start to feel that inner familiar feeling when you know you are just about to fall to sleep. That relaxation that causes your body to go down there. Then relax a little more, and you get that feeling when your eyes just want to shut, knowing you can continue to relax so much, but stay awake and just alert enough to hear everything that follows in this session. And then at the end, you will hear when I suggest that you can fall to sleep whenever you want. The first gentle step toward falling into a deep sleep is watching. Yes, watching your noisy mind. Actually become aware of all the thoughts. And it is time to learn to fall to sleep, so you can distance yourself for the first time, daily, nightly, from your thoughts, to just watch them. You will learn how to do this very well. Become aware of your noisy mind, thinking about what you did, what you want to do, remembering things, imagining new things, and become aware of your noisy mind and the space between the thoughts. Become aware of your mind. Become aware of the space before the next thought. Become aware of the space before the next thought. Become aware of the space before the next thought. And become aware of the space before the next thought. And go deeper. In a moment, I will ask that you focus on your breathing. Each and every breath that inhales and exhales. When you do this, Your mind has no choice to quiet down because you are unable to focus just on each breath and still get lost in the noise of your mind. It is like pushing the brakes on a car and feeling yourself slow, way down. And in a moment we will begin by me counting to 10 for each breath. Each count is a full inhale and exhale, and you focus just on your next breath. Inhale and exhale, and know that you will do the same on the next breath, with no attention to thoughts. And I will begin. Breathe. 1. Breathe. Focus just on your next breath and 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. 3 breaths. Keeping your attention on your breathing only. 4 breaths. 5 breaths. In and out. Only focused on your breathing. And notice how you want to go into thought, but you can stay here. And 6 breaths. Seven breaths. 8 breaths. 9 breaths. Focus only on inhale and exhale. And 10 breaths. And relax much more. You may notice that indeed, more than you expected, you have relaxed a little further by quieting your mind just a little. And each time you focus on your breathing only and bring your awareness away from thoughts to your breath, one after the other, you will quiet your mind a little more each time. Now take the next few moments of silence with some background music to just watch your thoughts. You don't need to participate at all. Just watch and relax until I speak again. Begin. Slowly bring your attention back to the sound of my voice, and think back over the last moments of silence, and notice how often your mind wants to stay busy. It only can with your participation, but as you withdraw, focusing only on your next breath, it becomes more and more quiet. And breathe deeply and relax. You can quiet your mind. You can quiet your mind. You can quiet your mind. While you quiet your mind, and you can quiet your mind and relax as we continue. Notice how your mind has begun to slow and quiet more and more. And in a moment, I will again count for 10 breaths. You breathe as I count, focusing only on your breaths, and 1 breath. Focus on each breath. 2 breaths. 3 breaths. 4 breaths. Slow it down. 5 breaths. 6 breaths. Focus on each breath. 7 breaths. 8 breaths. Quiet those thoughts. And 9 breaths. 10 breaths. And relax now. Notice an even more quiet, slower, more relaxed mind now. And as you lay there, listening to my voice going deeper, within, side, to a slower thought, quiet mind, you can think of my friend who introduced me to his sister's friend, who has a cousin who by chance happened to know another friend who was related to her sister, and went to school with my friend's sister's best friend. And as you wonder just who to remember knows whom, starting with my friend, you can become aware now of just how easy it is to just let go of thoughts. Slow and quiet your mind. Everything will be there for tomorrow. So for tonight and each night, you can just let go and relax. Focus on your next 2 breaths all on your own while we continue. Every time during this session, and even when you are sleeping without this session, each time you focus on your breathing, you are actually showing your mind, training your mind, that you have chosen to go to sleep. You are leaving anything that is left for the next day after a good night's sleep. Each time you focus on just your breathing, breath after breath. And each time your mind wanders, you bring it back and continue counting your breaths. In and out, you quiet your mind a little more. Eventually you get to 12 breaths, 15 breaths, and 20 breaths of just focusing on each breath in and out. You will slow and quiet your mind and fall into a deep, healthy sleep. In a moment I will count your next 10 breaths and just focus, breathe, and breathe, and enjoy how it slows your thoughts. And 1 breath. 2 breaths, focusing on each breath only, and 3 breaths. 4 breaths. 5 breaths. 6 breaths. 7 breaths. Slower. 8 breaths. Quieter. 9 breaths. And 10 breaths, and relax. Enjoy the growing silence. Notice the deep silence between my words. Notice the deep silence between my words. And now as you notice how good it feels to feel so good, notice the silence between your thoughts. Notice the silence between your thoughts. Notice the silence between your thoughts. And feel yourself going deeper. You can imagine in your mind's eye, pretend that you see your bedroom. You can see all the furniture, the things on the walls. You can see your bed. You can see everything around it. And now switch the lights off in your mind. Your room is dark now. Everything is still there. But it is dark. You don't see it. It will still be there in the morning. But for now, you don't need to see it. And now, you realize you can do that with your thoughts. Just turn off the lights in your mind. Focus on each and every inhale and exhale, and fall deeply to sleep. Focus on each breath as I count. 1 breath. Quiet, slow mind. 2 breaths. 3 breaths. 4 breaths. 5 breaths. And notice how good it feels to quiet your mind. Now picture a stairway in front of you about 5 steps deep to the lower level. Take the first step down and relax. Now, take the second step down and relax further. Knowing that you don't really remember what you thought about when you were on the first step, if anything. Now take the third step down and relax. Knowing that you are going all the way down the stairs to an even deeper level. And take the fourth step down. And notice how you feel. And you don't really remember what the third step was like anymore. That has passed, and you can let go. And take the final 5th step down and relax all the way. This time, really let yourself go all the way relaxed. Now that your mind has slowed and become quiet, you know you have learned the secret to getting a good night's sleep anytime you want. You focus on each breath. No matter how much your mind pulls away, you train it by coming back and focusing on each breath. Inhale. Exhale and relax. Breath after breath. Slowing your thoughts, quieting your mind. Step by step, falling into a deep sleep. Relaxed. The thoughts, the needs, the ideas, all will be there tomorrow. For now you sleep. And this session will end shortly, giving you 2 choices now. One choice is to continue focusing on each breath, always coming back to the inhale and the exhale, and allow yourself to fall to sleep. Or the second is to enjoy this relaxation for a few more minutes, and then slowly emerge yourself from this deeply hypnotized state by allowing your eyes to open. Breathing slowly becoming alert to everything as you need to. And then going to bed tonight, focusing on each breath and falling deeply into a healthy, natural sleep. Either choice is great. You now have installed the tools for falling to sleep with ease, like a light switch going on and off. And as you continue to relax and make your choice, I thank you from richmindhypnosis.com.